We all know who Patrick Mahomes is. He's a star quarterback in the NFL. But he has a brother who was a 6'7" basketball star. So, what happened to him? Being a brother to a star athlete both has its positives and its negatives. One big negative though is that you're always compared to them and you're expected to live up to their expectations. And long story short, you're just expected to be great at whatever you do as well. And almost 99% of the time, the other brother does not live up to the star brother's expectations. However, Patrick Mahomes' brother was living up to his expectations and was a beast in high school basketball. So, what happened to Patrick Mahomes' brother? And to get into this story, you already know, we gotta throw it all the way back to where things started. Jackson Mahomes. You may have or may have not heard about this guy. Jackson is the younger brother of Patrick Mahomes. Now Jackson, he didn't play football growing up. He played basketball. One thing you guys need to know about Jackson Mahomes is that he's taller than his brother and he's listed at 6'6" or 6'7". Jackson Mahomes played his high school basketball in White House, Texas. And when he was growing up and going through high school, he was labeled as the basketball star. He really didn't get talked about a lot because his playing ability really took a back seat to his last name. His dad is a retired professional baseball player and his brother is Patrick Mahomes. So I guess you could say he has a little clout. And about that, he said this: "People know me and they know our family. We've been fortunate so far." So just by going off of that quote, he seems humble and he seems grateful just to be where he is in life. At almost every away game he played in high school, from the other student section, all you would hear is, "You're not Patrick." But Jackson Mahomes was pretty mature and used to this, so he often performed better in those games. In an interview after the game, he said, "It's hard at times because everybody's asking you for something. You've got to act better and be respectful. Your name is out there. Everybody knows who you are and what your family is." And you're probably wondering, yo, why didn't he play football or baseball like his brother or dad? Well, this is why. Jackson Mahomes said, quote unquote, "Just to go a different direction than my brother. Try to do something different." However, he did play football at one time and he didn't lack talent. He wound up quitting football because he didn't like being hit all the time, and I guess that's a good reason because that's part of the game. And he actually did play baseball, but eventually he went up to his dad and said, "Dad, I don't want to play baseball anymore." And well, that was that. So he completely turned his focus to basketball in high school, and that was a sport he felt like he was best at. Going from his sophomore to his junior year, he grew 6 inches. That is a massive growth spurt for just 1 year. But growing 6 inches actually forced him to acquire a different skill sets in basketball. His freshman and sophomore year, he was actually a point guard, so he had to switch over from the point to the post. Since he switched his position, he also earned a starting spot in the same year. And for his junior year, he was a main piece and key to his team that finished undefeated in district play. It's not like he just had talent, he was a hard worker as well, and about that, his coach said this: "He's had to work his tail off to get to where he's at. As an 8th grader when I first got here, he wasn't near the player he is today." He's a straight basketball kid. To see him go through that process and improve each year, being a full-time starter as a junior, it's been cool to watch. As Jackson Mahomes' senior year was approaching, he said that he didn't think he wanted to play basketball in college. His dad, however, did say that he wasn't too sure about the decision and he wasn't going to close the door just yet. So Jackson Mahomes had a pretty tough decision to make. Should he go play college sports or do something else? And well, he said this: "I think at times people have higher expectations for me. They expect me to do more stuff because of my family and what they've done. That's the hardest thing I have to face. Where are you going to college? What sport are you going to play?" Stuff like that. In the end, I know I'm doing the best I can and just trying to do what I can. All throughout high school, there was a lot of people that came to see him play, and of course after the game he had people asking for pictures, talks with reporters, and all of that. Jackson was really just living in the moment and things seemed great for him. Eventually, his senior season wound up wrapping up and he had a decision to make. Should he go play college basketball or do something else with his life? And let's just say he chose a route that really no one saw coming. Jackson Mahomes decided to download TikTok in 2018 and jumpstart his social media and TikTok career. Kind of a weird transition. He went from a high school basketball star to a TikToker. But for Jackson Mahomes, it's kind of paid off because since then his popularity has grown significantly. He really gained a lot of attention during the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl run last year because he would film TikToks during the game. He also shared a number of different videos during the Chiefs wins and after the games with his brother Patrick Mahomes. And well, his social media account numbers are rising really fast. He currently has over 130,000 followers on Instagram. And for TikTok, he has surpassed 600,000 followers, which is pretty impressive. And ever since his TikTok career has basically started, there's been rumors going around and questions. Is he gay? I'm not really too sure as to why this question has even been rumored or came up. I think it has to do with the way he talks, but also I was reading in an article when I was doing research for this video. It's also because he doesn't post videos with a lot of girls and he doesn't talk about his relationship status. I was also reading that a lot of people just don't like the way he dances and they think it's girly, and just the way his voice sounds, it sounds feminine. So although Jackson Mahomes has seen a lot of success on social media and especially TikTok, that has also came with a lot, and I mean a lot, of hate. Which hate is normal. I get hate on my channel. Anytime you're doing social media, you're going to get hate comments. And I guess he really just got tired of it because he actually came out and said he's not gay, he's straight. So there's your answer. As to what he wants to do for his future, that's still a question up in the air because he really hasn't clarified anything. With that being said, he has however posted a video on his YouTube channel, so maybe he's going to transition over from TikTok to YouTube. I don't know. But whatever he decides to do, I think he's going to be okay, especially on the social media standpoint, because whether you like him or not, he has clout, so he's going to get followers off of his brother and his last name. Jackson Mahomes went from a 6'6" basketball star to a TikToker. This is an unusual transition, but will this transition wound up paying off for him in the long run? But hey man, with all this being said, that's about gonna wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something. If you are new to the channel, what are you doing? Join the family and hit that subscribe button and leave a like for more. And as always, let's be great. I'm out, y'all. Peace.